coming up in this read. But the fact that there's this relationship here that's going on has clearly triggered whoever that usually kind person is into anger. Aries, we're doing your love reading for June 2023. If love isn't your thing, then you can always go check out the general reading that I did for you at the start of the month. And as always, all the information that you could ever possibly need is going to be in my description box and in my pinned comment below. Right, so let's get into this energy for you then, Aries. Right, things are not as they appear, and you might not know now, but you will. Okay, that's intriguing. So straight out the gate, Aries. Well, this is going to be a bit of a strange one for you for the month of June. Okay, right. The lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Brain freeze, love the universe. And think of someone very, very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak them in that love. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak yourself in my love. Now feel it always, love the universe. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw this particular combination for you, Aries, was there's a secret admirer here. That's why I was saying, look, June's going to be a bit of a strange one for you. Because, like, again, it's just with you being Aries, you don't like it necessarily when people are being too subtle with you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the subtle hints and the little looks and the, I don't know, maybe even the little sly flicks of the hair or something. You might not have even noticed. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could have just gone straight over the top of your head. So I do feel with this combination, I feel strongly, Aries, that someone is going to take you by surprise here. I don't like there's no real indication that you have known anything about this particular individual's feelings towards you. Especially with that, the lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Yeah, so like this is someone who's caught feelings for you, Aries, and like literally you've not given them any how do I say it, you've not given them any hints or anything like that you're interested in them in that way. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Right. So what I'm thinking, right, so instead of doing our usual 9 card spreads, I'm going to do something a bit differently here, Aries, okay, because I like to really dig deep into the energy. So I'm going to pull 6 cards, and then we're going to dig deeper and deeper and deeper into all of those, okay. Right, what is the situation first, please, for our Aries collective in love for the month of June? Okay. The 10 of coins and judgment. Right, so again, it is a really interesting combination, Aries. Your 10 of coins with judgment, that tells me that the majority of you have been really just focused on your own thing, okay? So yeah, this person who has caught feelings for you, you're not expecting it at all. You're far too busy here doing your own thing, carrying on with whatever it is that you've got going on in your own life. Like you've not given a second look into what everyone else is getting up to. Like you're just not, yeah, I don't want to say it's like you're not interested, but you're kind of not at the moment. You know, not in anything else that is beyond like your finances, your business, your career, your own personal growth here for a lot of yous. The majority of yous are really focused on your own spiritual journey as well, with this judgment coming out. Okay, right. The obstacle, the King of Wands. Hello. A Knight of Coins and a Page of Cups is the obstacle. Right. I need to clarify that Page of Cups. That one's thrown me a bit of a curveball there, Aries. Why that Page of Cups? What is the context of that Page of Cups? Why is it an obstacle? Thank you. An Ace of Coins. I'm feeling with this that there's a message strongly about a creative block. Somebody's got a creative block at this point in time, and it's causing an obstacle. That could be you, Aries. You could be suffering from a bit of writer's block at the moment with what it is you've got going on up here. Or that could be the other person that you're dealing with. See, with these being obstacles, that's akin to them coming out in reverse. Okay. We've got trust issues here as well, Aries. You suffer from trust issues. You don't trust anybody outside of your closest circle, outside of your very best trusted family members. And I say very best trusted family members because obviously not everybody gets along with all of the members of the family. Okay. There's a message here about how somebody is needing to really pay attention to what it is that's actually going on, rather than seeing something for what they wish it was or wish it could be. This is all showing out in the obstacle. Someone is really needing to pay attention to the real world and real world problems instead of stuff that they've invented in their mind, stuff that hasn't happened yet. Kind of like creating the worst case scenario here before anything bad has even happened. Do you know what I mean? That's causing an obstacle for someone. There's also an obstacle as well, Aries, where how someone had betrayed you quite badly in the past. I'm seeing that they cheated on you here in the past. And that has created an obstacle now for your future relationships. So that it was at that point where you decided that you were just going to focus on your career and your own personal growth, which is absolutely fantastic. But by the same token, you've accidentally been shutting out everyone else at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Remember, before anybody criticizes how I read, because I always get one every single month, this section is as an obstacle. So that's akin to them coming out in reverse. Right? We've got someone's creative drive, their passion and their ambition. They're not taking action on that for whatever reason. There's also a worry as well, Aries, that feelings are not going to be reciprocated here. That's causing an obstacle. So you've kind of accidentally shut yourself off from the rest of the world here. And I'm getting the energy of someone who is in love with you is desperately trying to reach you on an emotional level, but they feel that they're not able to. They feel that there is this energetic wall, if you like, between yourself and them, that there's this invisible barrier that they can never really quite get past. You probably don't even know anything about this as well. If you remember your oracle cards, I'll just switch out the camera again. You might not know now, but you will. But you soon will. So you might not even know right now that this individual is trying to reach you on an emotional level. You might not have a clue, not even the slightest inkling. Okay. What is the potential outcome here, please, for Aries and their person in love? What's the potential outcome here, please? Thank you. Temperance. Okay, so that's the card of balance, patience and moderation. It's a major arcana for a Sagittarius. You've got the Fool that's coming out now as well. It's not the major arcana for Aquarius, but one of the major arcanas for Aquarius. So you've also got, let me think, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces that's showing out in this read. So your potential outcome with Temperance and the Fool, I don't know if this is a message towards yourself, Aries, or if it's a message towards the person who is currently pursuing you. But someone's needing to slow down, someone's needing to calm down, because there's a message here about how right now it's not necessarily going to be the right time to take action. Let's clarify that Temperance. Thank you. The Empress, the card of fertility, abundance, the card of a beautiful outcome. It's divine feminine energy. Someone is looking at this situation from a very mature viewpoint. Okay, I'll just switch out the cameras again. I feel that this person knows full well, Aries, that if they are really, really wanting you, then they will need to wait for you. They'll need to wait until you're feeling ready to reciprocate. It definitely is pointing towards how other things have taken your priority right now. You definitely have something that is building up. It's building up, and it does have the potential to be incredibly successful. Now, with this being a love read, then yeah, that would be about a relationship with another person, but not necessarily just romantic. This could be the type of situation where someone's trying to get things back on track with you as well, Aries. You know, this could be like a situation where there was a temporary separation or a temporary breakup between yourself and this person. And Spirit's saying, like, it's gonna take time and patience to get this thing back on track. But also, it does have a very good, high probability of working out. It's at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it's not too late for somebody to change their mind. Okay. Can you tell us more about this energy, please, for Aries Collective in love? What's going on with the Ten of Coins and Judgment for Aries, please? Ten of Coins and Judgment for Aries. Thank you. The Stork. This could be a message about somebody trying to have a baby as well. Someone could be trying to have a baby. And again, Spirit's saying that's going to take time. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear the thunder rumbling outside. It's been roasting hot all day, and now the thunder's kicking off. I'm getting a message here about how some of yous are looking to do something with your home as well. You could be buying a home or beautifying a home. Someone feels like it's their life purpose to have a child. I'll just switch out the cameras again. Okay, you see that, the Ten of Coins, Judgment, and then the Stork. They feel it's their life purpose to have a child, to have a family. For those of you who already have a family, then obviously that message isn't going to be for you. But that's a birth, it's an arrival. It's something beautiful. It's a beautiful addition to your family as well. That can be a pet for someone. And clarify that King of Wands with the Knight of Coins, please. Thank you. That's reversed. Imprisonment in reverse. That's the equivalent of the Eight of Swords coming out in reverse, Aries. I mean, it could well be that the blockage was maybe, yes, someone maybe was actually in jail. But then for the majority of you, this is going to be how something else was stopping you and your person of interest from actually being together in the first place. There was something else there. And with that coming out in reverse, it tells us that whatever that was stopping you two from being together is no longer an obstacle. It's no longer an issue. It's no longer getting in your way. It's no longer stopping you two from being together, whatever that was. It could well be that your person or you were in another situation someplace else. You know, another romantic situation elsewhere. And perhaps it hadn't been happy for a while, you know, but you might, or they might have felt stuck in that situation for like the longest time. And that could have been stopping you from being together. You can tell us about the Page of Coins and the Ace of Coins for Aries. Thank you. Yeah, main male. It's a love interest. So it was the masculine here that was causing the obstacles. Not necessarily the man, the masculine energy. That could still be a woman that just carries a lot of masculine qualities to them. Okay, but that's just confirmation that it was the masculine energy that was getting in the way of this particular relationship. They could also have been getting in their own way. Clarify Temperance and the Fool for Aries, please. Thank you. The Courthouse and the Clouds. So the courthouse, that's a final decision. Okay, a very serious decision being made. So Aries, I do feel that this is you making that final decision. Is this a yes or is it a no-go? And then the clouds. It's unfortunate to get the clouds in this position of your read. If you were going to get the clouds, you would want it to be like one of the first cards that comes out rather than one of the later cards that come out. Because in its later position, it indicates that there's more confusion, more unanswered questions right around the corner. So it's almost like you're getting the information that you need from somebody, but instead of it answering more questions, it raises more questions. It's that kind of energy. And it's really weird as well, Aries, because as soon as I started pulling your cards, it was almost like this thick fog of energy just crept over me. And everything just got really confusing and sort of like brain foggy and just heavy. And that's not the kind of energy that I particularly like for you, because usually you're very ambitious, very forward focused. You're not one to sort of sit and dwell on anything really, but I am feeling that someone is dwelling on something to do with a specific relationship. It's almost like you're asking someone here, Aries, to just give you what you need, give you the answers that you need. So, I mean, it could well be a case of a masculine was telling lies. It could have been that for some of you as well. We'll take another deeper dive into that. It's at the bottom of the deck, the message. Yeah, communication. Communication going back and forth, specifically coming in towards you first and foremost, Aries. I also want to say as well, Aries, that a lot of you are going to be hearing from someone that you haven't heard from in many, many years before this month is out. Now, I don't know if that's like a family member that you stop speaking to, or an ex-love that you stop speaking to. Because remember, we have lots of different types of relationships with lots of different people. But you're definitely getting messages from someone that you've not heard from in a long, long while. It's under there, the privileged lady. There's something about how well you're doing. They clearly know quite a lot about your life at the moment, Aries, somehow. To get back to this secret admirer, for those of you who discover that you do have a secret admirer, your secret admirer is keeping secrets. Okay, they're not revealing everything that's going on. I don't know if there's some kind of legal trouble that the secret admirer is dealing with at the moment. It could be a divorce. But they're not speaking on how difficult it's been for them. And clarify the Ten of Coins, the Stork, and the Judgment for Aries, please. The Eight of Hearts. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this one, your Eight of Hearts is visitors and invitations. Okay. It is very good friends. It's enjoying good company. It's being in good company. It's sharing the same aspirations as another. Right. I do want to say, Aries, that not all of you are single. And you're receiving a lot of extra attention from an individual who is single. And it could be, for some of you, it could be one of those difficult situations where it's like, look, I've been with my committed partner for a while. I feel like we've drifted apart from each other. We're not really being that affectionate with each other. And then all of a sudden, I've got this single person who's flirting like hell with me, and I don't know what to do in the situation. For some of you, there's a bit of that that's going on. And it's telling me that you're going to make the decision to not do something foolish, and to focus on what it is that you currently have, and to build upon and improve upon what you currently have. That's a message just only for a small handful of you, okay? You clarify this obstacle, these blockages. What is going on here, please, with the obstacles? Wow, shit. I didn't expect that. The Queen of Hearts and the Two of Diamonds. Okay, so your Queen of Hearts, that's a kind individual, very, very faithful, very prudent, very affectionate. With this being the Alice in Wonder deck, it is obviously that Queen of Hearts, you know, the moody one, the loud, shouty, boisterous one, the angry queen. So let's just stick to the traditional cartomancy meaning of a Queen of Hearts, okay? Which is faithful, prudent, and affectionate. Also really creative as well. And it's come out with the Two of Diamonds, right? Now, the Two of Diamonds, there's a disapproval of a particular relationship or connection that's going on. All right. Your Two of Diamonds is usually a business partnership, a very, very successful business partnership. When it's not about business and it's more to do with like relationships, then it indicates that somebody disapproves of your current relationship or your impending relationship. All right. So, I mean, yeah, that could well be, actually, that this Queen of Hearts is really, really angry and just being really unpleasant when normally they're actually a really, really nice person. But the fact that there's this relationship here that's going on has clearly triggered whoever that usually kind person is into anger. Okay. I mean, Aries, listen, it could be something as simple as, look, you or your person of interest were in jail at one point and someone's parent disapproved of the relationship that you were having because the other person was, you know, has a bit of a past now. It could be something as simple as that. All right. Main point being, with that being the obstacle, that would then fall under the opinions of others as being an obstacle. So again, whatever you choose to do with that information is completely up to you. Okay. Personally, I wouldn't allow the opinions of other people get in the way between myself and somebody that I loved. I just wouldn't. But then everyone's going to have their own different reasons as to why they would feel that necessary to do that. And as you know, it's not for me to judge. It's not for anybody to judge, is it? Can you clarify this? Courthouse, clouds, Empress, Temperance, and the Fool. Thank you. Ooh, okay, the Two of Clubs. Challenges, gossip, very minor disappointment. And that's in your potential outcome. Now again, depends on how you're resonating with this read. This could be an adult child of yours that's gotten themselves involved with an individual that perhaps you feel is not on their level. You know, you could be the one that's disapproving of someone else's relationship here, Aries. Potentially, you're going to be in for a minor disappointment, but by the same token, it's also not going to stop you from achieving what it is that you've got going on over here. Okay. So, like, it's not going to stop you from building a home, a beautiful home for a lot of you. It's not going to stop you from doing this, that, and the next. It's just going to be one of life's minor disappointments that is outside of your control. It's kind of, it's giving me the vibe of like grin and bear it, but also grin and bear it for the short term, because it's not something that's going to last forever type thing. It's under there, the Queen of Spades. That can indicate like an older single, usually women, but we'll just say feminine. Okay. Someone who's older, someone who's wiser. That could well be you, Aries. Maybe someone's not taking your good advice, and that's causing you a lot of frustration. For others of you, someone might not take no for an answer when they're making these romantic advances towards you, and that could be a source of your frustration. Again, like, that's a really mixed bag reading there, Aries. Have a healing message, please. Our Aries collective in love. Healing message for Aries. Someone could also be keeping a relationship a secret because they know full well that someone's going to disapprove. Bond, number 6. Let's have a look. So your 6s are all about love, harmony, relationships, advancement. There can be reciprocated feelings also. Right. So this one says, aside from a few casual swingers, genuinely male, the crows and ravens mate for life. Bond represents a karmic relationship, a connection that goes beyond our everyday existence. So yeah, do keep in mind as well, guys, that the word karmic literally means soul lesson, okay? Whether it is a relationship to a person, a career, a place, or a hobby, this soul-level connection is deep and strong. You can feel it course within your veins. Bond creates an energy that pulls you closer to where it is that you need to be, and it will tug back when you get too far away. When you draw the Bond card, use this as an opportunity to focus on areas of your life that feel deeply connected, because it is here that you will find your strength to push forward or to conjure the enthusiasm that is needed to reach a goal. It's an interesting use of the word karmic there as well. See, it's like some of you are trying to stop someone that you cared about getting involved with a karmic. For others of you, this could be a situation that you recognized was a karmic situation, but it still plays on your heart. Something is pulling you back in, Aries. I just can't figure out if that's a person or a career or a hobby that you used to have, but something is like you feel like you're being drawn back in towards something. There's a reason why you're being drawn back in. A very good reason as to why that would be. What is Aries' focus for the rest of the month, please? It's Aries' focus for the rest of the month. What is Aries' focus for the rest of the month? Oh, thank you. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning with the air element. So your focus is to remain open-minded, okay? Be objective and be on board with learning new things. Again, I can't quite help but think with this air energy, a lot of you are going to be very deep in thought for the rest of June. Really, really contemplative. Very, I don't want to say like you're going to become a bit of a hermit, but I feel you're going to be very, very private about your innermost thoughts for the rest of the month. Just until you can make sense of something specific that has been niggling away at you. What else, please, for our Aries collective? It's like quiet contemplation. Should you do something or should you not do something? Do you know what I mean? And that feels very much your focus. So before you do anything that's going to be permanent, Aries, yeah, definitely sit on it. Sit on it for sure. Which one flipped? I'm certain it was that one. Take off the shit coloured glasses. I'll see if I can get you another one as well, Aries. Find your new normal. Take off the shit coloured glasses. Yeah. We started off your read with that, how somebody needed to see something. But yeah, that's right. That was one of my channeled messages on your blockages, your obstacles section, wasn't it? I remember now. It was someone who needs to see something for the way that it truly, truly is right now, not for how they wish that it could be. That's what taking off your shit colour glasses is all about. The power of meow. Activate per mantra. I love that. It's the power of now. And it says a wise woman, but I'm going to make it more inclusive than that. A wise person once said, fuck this shit. And they lived happily ever after. Seriously. Yeah. It does feel like energetically something's got a grasp of your mind. And it's like, it feels like it's pulling you down a wee bit. Do you know what I mean? And it's difficult for you to think straight at the moment. With all of this that's going on. Really interesting read, Aries, but yeah, that is what I have for you. It's up to you what you do with this reading, okay? Please keep in mind that tarot is not in charge, it is not a scapegoat, it is not a crutch, it's a guide, and you're the one that's in charge of your destiny. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching. I absolutely love and appreciate every single one of you. You're all fantastic. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.